Hi, I'm Michelle Begue with a look at what's happening in Latin America now. But first, our news trivia. Which South American country is experiencing a jellyfish outbreak on its shores? We'll have the answer later. Colombia is facing an unprecedented drought that has brought several hydroelectric plants close to critical levels. Reservoirs have reached historically low water levels due to lack of rain and intense heat. The government has announced they will stop exporting energy to Ecuador. They have also instructed 10 million residents of Bogotá to ration water in order to conserve the supply. Neighboring Ecuador knows how difficult this is. Last October, the country also had to impose power cuts due to extreme drought. In Mexico, 3 people died when a private helicopter crashed south of Mexico City. Officials are still investigating the cause of the crash that killed a pilot and 2 passengers. Luckily, people in the neighborhood were not at risk after the crash. Citizens living in the area and even President Andrés Manuel López Obrador called the pilot a hero for not crashing into a nearby market and neighborhood, which would have made the number of casualties far greater. Now let's go to my colleague Joel Richards, who has a special report on a diplomatic dispute between Venezuela and Chile.
Chilean President Gabriel Boric withdrew his country's ambassador in Caracas, citing irresponsible remarks by Venezuela's foreign minister about the criminal organization Tren de Aragua. According to an investigation by Insight Crime, Tren de Aragua is considered one of Latin America's most dangerous criminal gangs. Its reach now spans the whole continent. The group has been linked to drug trafficking, kidnappings and homicides. Venezuela's foreign minister, Iván Gil, recently denied the existence of the criminal organization. In response to those comments, Chile recalled its ambassador. Chile's judiciary accuses the gang of the murder of a former Venezuelan military officer, Ronald Ojeda, in Santiago in early March. The officer was tried for treason in Venezuela in 2017 and requested political asylum in Chile. Despite the incident, both countries' leaders, Nicolás Maduro and Gabriel Boric, said this week they are willing to hold talks in order to move forward.
Tech giant Google opened offices in El Salvador, making the country its first headquarters in Central America. President Nayib Bukele was at the opening ceremony. The collaboration between the two will span over the next 7 years. It's being seen as a major support to the country's plans for digital transformation. Bukele's government states their goal is to become the main innovation hub in Central America, especially in the digital field. Now let's check out what stories we're following for next week. We're following demonstrations by doctors in Bolivia who are protesting against a pending law in Congress. The law seeks to enforce mandatory retirement at the age of 65. The doctors' absence from their work is having an impact. The 3-day protest has led to overcrowded hospitals and severe healthcare disruptions. And now the answer to our news trivia. The answer is B. Venezuelan fishermen are concerned about a jellyfish outbreak in their own waters. They say they look like flowers covering the sea. These images are from Aragua, Venezuela, but there are similar reports in other parts of the country. Fishermen say a swarm like this has never been seen before, and it's affecting the fishing industry. The Ministry of Environment says the invasion of jellyfish could be the result of a variation in water temperature, but could also be due to less predators in the water, like sea turtles and sharks. And that's it for this week. We'll see you again soon on Latin America Now.